Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Basketball. Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Well, a pivotal late November homestand continues, the second of 3 games at the Brick for Montana State, coming off a 20-point win against Southern Miss 2 nights ago. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today. And as always, joined with us at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position is Brian Priebe. Brian, how we doing? How we feeling?
Great. It's awesome. It's a time of year where everything's happening. College football, college basketball, the NFL. This is the best stretch of the year in my mind.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a pleasure and privilege to be around doing this right now. Both of these teams, by the way, are in the FCS playoffs as well. Abilene Christian has Northern Arizona. They're hosting Northern Arizona on Saturday. They're on the other side of the bracket. Of course, the men are hosting a football game. Or Montana State is hosting a football game in 2 weeks. Either UT Martin or New Hampshire. Both have very interesting storylines, but we save that for another day as we dive into this matchup between the Montana State University Bobcats, coming in at 2-4, coming off their first Division I win of the year, and they're hosting Abilene Christian University, the Wildcats. They come in at 4-2. So that's what we've got today as we dive into this ball game. And Brian, for Montana State, this last game, a 20-point victory against Southern Miss. This was one of those games where they were better than Southern Miss, on the floor, but they really passed the eye test in this game, and we can see this thing starting to really trend in the right direction.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things where you felt like they didn't necessarily play 40 minutes of offense and 40 minutes of defense, but there was a long enough stretches and enough overlap that you felt like that was a big step forward. We talked in the pregame on Sunday night that game against Northwestern felt like it could be kind of that moment where we'll really start to see this team develop and evolve into what they're going to become, and I thought we saw that step or next step taken on Sunday night.
So that was a good sign for Montana State as they continue to get this thing going, and this is such a great stretch with the Southern Miss game 2 nights ago. Now this Abilene Christian team today, and then CSUN coming up on Saturday, and that'll be a great game too since CSUN is playing Montana tomorrow, so be able to get good general sense of some of those common opponents as we continue to move forward. But let's just dive right into this Abilene Christian team put together by Brett Tanner, fourth-year head coach who had been promoted from associate head coach, and break down this Wildcats roster and see why they're going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. What should we know about this Abilene Christian team, Brian?
Well, they are a very unique college basketball team. In the age and day where everything's a three-point shot, it feels like this team goes old school. They turn down open threes all night to just drive it. They will drive after drive after drive, and obviously that'll be coming up in a minute when we get to keys to game, but that is this team. They are relentless driving the ball. They are relentless on the glass. They are high energy. They bring it as a group. They're going to full court press the vast majority of the game. They force 17 turnovers a game. 11 of those are steals. Really, really well coached team. Just honestly, really a fun team to watch, and going to be a really unique challenge for the Bobcats.
And they have a Bozeman tie as well with one of their assistant coaches.
They do. Cam Henderson played here my first 2 seasons coaching here, so 08, 09, 09, 10, and then he spent a year, that third year, as a student assistant coach before he went back to kind of the South, and he started coaching in junior college ball, and he's worked his way up the coaching ladder, and here finds himself at Abilene Christian. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of 2 Bobcat former players coaching currently in Division I.
That's pretty good stuff. It's got to be fun and really rewarding for you, too, to see some of these players that you coach now out and forging in their own path in the coaching world.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and Cam's one of those people that you love to death. When he was here, he was a bit like Carter. Yeah. You know, Carter Ash, and how everybody loves him and everything else. Probably wish he played a little bit more like everybody, but was a guy that was just a heart and soul type guy. Everybody loved him, and he's a great young guy.
Always cool to see those types of connections, and a good matchup today. Abilene Christian coming off a convincing win against Southern Miss yesterday. They won it 82-74, but they had some good control in that game. It was their second Division I win. One injury update for them. Joseph Van Zandt will not play today. He separated his shoulder again. He's had an issue with that throughout his career. So Van Zandt sounds like he's not going to play today. It sounds like they're going to put Braden Hubbard in his spot, the JUCO transfer out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. So a little bit of a shift and change there for Van Zandt. High rebound guy, high percentage guy, but wasn't scoring a ton, but he was a starter. So that will be a rare change to their starting lineup. They've been pretty consistent. And for the Bobcats today, Bryce Zephyr will be back. That's going to be a big portion of this ball game today.
Yeah, I think that's really big because this is a team that will press so much, and the fact that the Bobcats could put 3 point guards on the floor at one time could be something that you see, especially if they're trying to protect the lead late game situations. And Zephyr it's just good to have him back, get him back in the flow.
Yeah, on top of that, he's one of their best defenders as well, and they're going to need that with a lot of drivers on this Abilene Christian team. All right, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game. We'll get you caught up on some other Big Sky scores, and of course, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logan, get the scouting report here. But first, we will step aside, getting set for Montana State and Abilene Christian today, but we're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the Earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Back on the pregame show, getting ready to go for Montana State and Abilene Christian today. The second of 3 home games during this Thanksgiving week. Bobcats also host CSUN on Saturday. They have announced officially that it is a 1 p.m. tip-off against Cal State Northridge. CSUN making a swing through the Treasure State. They've got Montana tomorrow in Missoula, so that'll be a big game on Saturday. The Cats lost at CSUN last year in December, and then the Summit League Challenge at Omaha next Wednesday, and then the doubleheader between the second-round FCS playoff game at 1 o'clock and then the 7 p.m. tip against Kansas City after that on Saturday, December 7th. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We've got a great matchup today between Montana State and Abilene Christian. This is one of your kind of premier matchups you can have between 2 mid-major teams, especially at home. So, Brian, let's dive right into our keys to the game presented by Kendall Ford. What are some of the keys you're looking for in this matchup today?
Well, you're definitely going to have to contain penetration. Number 1 and number 2 and number 3 key is trying to do your best. You're not going to stop their penetration because they will not stop trying to penetrate. Like, they put everything behind it, but it's 90% of their offensive success comes from it. It's weird because they run a lot of sets, and that leads to all the action, where most teams that shoot a lot of jump shots run sets to get open shots. They run sets to create driving lanes and mismatches and attack off the bounce. And I think if Montana State can hold them at or under 45%, that's going to be the thing. Last night against Southern Miss, they were above 50% all night long, and you're just not going to beat a team that shoots that many twos if they're going to shoot that. So key 1 is stop penetration. Number 2 is going to be rebounding. Another area this team is relentless is on the glass, man. They break your defense down off the dribble, and so when shots go up, they know they can crash because the defense is in rotation, and so they do it, and they do it well, and they're very, very athletic, as you'd expect a team from Texas to be. So the Bobcats are going to have to do a great job of protecting both ends of the glass.
Yeah, they are really a big team, this Abilene Christian team. I mean, you're looking at their starting lineup of 6'4", 6'8", 6'5", 6'7", 6'2". So you got some guys that really are going to take up some space in this contest, and that is some of our Kendall Ford keys to the game today between the Bobcats and the Wildcats. All right, let's get to our Wheat Montana weather report today. I did see a little bit of snow falling while I was interviewing Logie just a bit earlier. We'll hear from him in a sec, but I don't know, was it still coming down when you walked in?
It was. It was light and fluffy, though. That feels good.
Yeah, we like the light and fluffy stuff. It's not too angry of a snow. So about 30 degrees right now. As usual, nice and comfortable inside, and that is our Wheat Montana weather report. Okay, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on some of the other Big Sky scores and from around the country as well. A lot of top 25 teams squaring off this week. You know, they coined it Feast Week at the national level. So we'll get you caught up on some of the interesting scores there, including what the reigning national champions have been doing, not what they've been trying to do. So we'll get you caught up on all of that and more in just a bit. But first, we'll step aside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's easy not to think about food security when there's food on the table. But right now, 1 out of 10 Montanans is hungry.
When families don't have adequate access to nutritious food, that takes a very real toll on people's health.
This is why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana partners with Montana Food Bank Network.
Our interest at Blue Cross is we want the state, whether they're a member or not, to have adequate supply, access, composition of the food that they're able to get.
Learn more at bigblueskyinitiativemt.com.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in-store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Back at the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Abilene Christian today. The first meeting ever between these two programs. Abilene Christian at 4-2, Montana State 2-4. Abilene was picked 7th in the preseason poll in the WAC. Grand Canyon University is the cream of the crop in the WAC, although they're going to be going to the new Pac-12 soon, which will certainly shake some things up.
The Mountain West, but yes.
Well, they're making the move over to that Pac-12, weren't they?
No, they're going to the WCC.
That's what it was.
Now Mountain West.
Yes, I was thinking Gonzaga was going to the Pac-12. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So much movement.
And Grand Canyon's beating Stanford right now at a tournament.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on there, and a guy I worked with a lot at Valpo, Bryce Drew, the head coach over there. But yeah, anyway, so that's the cream of the crop in the WAC. But Abilene Christian made an NCAA tournament in 2001 and actually upset number 3 Texas that year in the first round. All right, let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. Checking in on a couple of the other Big Sky scores right now. Only one other game in action. Northern Colorado in a non-D1 game, leading Northern New Mexico 44-28. Later today, NAU at Eastern Michigan, or against Eastern Michigan in Houston. So that one's coming up, tipping along with our game. And Eastern Washington is at UC Santa Barbara a little bit later today as well. Taking a look at a couple of games from yesterday while we were off. Idaho State beat Emory-Riddle 97-46. Weber State beat Justice College 93-45. The premier game, though, was Montana beating Utah Tech. They had to come from behind late, got a late steal and a bucket. They won it 69-66. That one got real tight for Montana.
Yeah, Montana was really, if Utah Tech could make an inbounds pass, they win that game. They were up, they get fouled, make free throws, it's over.
So Montana did beat Denver as well, 83-73 on Sunday while the Bobcats were playing also. So keeping an eye on some of those things as we continue to move forward. Checking in on some of the top 25 going on right now. Obviously all these holiday tournaments going on. Number 21, Creighton, they lost against San Diego today in that Players Era Festival. That's down in Vegas. San Diego State winning 71-53 in that game. San Diego State allowed just 25 points in the second half. Also in that Players Era Festival, Oregon defeats number 20 Texas A&M 80-70. Oregon scored 51 points in the second half. They're 6-0 now, so they're undefeated in both football and basketball at the moment. Number 2 UConn, they lose on back-to-back days. They lost to Memphis yesterday. They fall by 1 against Colorado down in Maui today. So number 2 UConn sitting at 4-2. That is a surprise.
That's a real surprise, but not anything anyone's going to lose sleep over.
At least not this side of the Mississippi River. Number 8 Kentucky leading Western Kentucky right now, 87-68. Number 9 Alabama, number 6 Houston. They are tied 27 apiece 5 minutes to go in the first half there. That one's also down in Vegas. Some of the other games that will be interesting today, number 5 Iowa State against Dayton in Maui. Iowa State gave up a huge lead against Auburn yesterday and lost. Number 1 Kansas against number 11 Duke down in Vegas tonight. That one's tipping off with ours, so that one will be interesting. And number 4 Auburn against number 12 North Carolina in Maui. That one tips off later tonight. That one tips off at 9 o'clock our time. Those poor East Coast people. That's like what is that? That's an 11 o'clock tip for people in North Carolina.
Yeah,
but that's life. Here we've got a 7 o'clock tip, and that is just coming up around the corner between Montana State and Abilene Christian. All right, we're going to step aside, and when we get back, we'll have a chance to sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for our top of the hour tip-off between the Bobcats and the Wildcats. More coming up after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Back on the pregame show, we're getting set today for Montana State University and Abilene Christian. I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, nice opportunity here with these 3 games over the course of a week at home. How do you feel like some of these new guys are just really starting to assimilate and get some of the offensive play calls, how you operate things defensively? I mean, I'm sure it's pretty complicated for those guys to kind of get settled into your system.
Yeah, no, I think everybody's doing a good job. Obviously, we had all summer and fall to get on the same page with semantics and language and philosophy and concepts and but at the same token, there's nothing like the real thing, and playing with the lights on and playing a variety of opponents provides a lot of different learning opportunities and challenges, and that's one of the cool things about our sport is no 2 games are the same, and so there's a lot to learn, a lot to teach, and our guys have come in and done a really good job of learning those lessons and starting to get themselves comfortable.
Jed Miller had another big game this last week, or this last game. Where do you feel like he's made the biggest step in terms of his improvement, just going from that sophomore to junior year jump?
Well, I think his experience is starting to show. He's a guy that really understands what we're trying to accomplish on both sides of the ball. Defensively, I think he's really improved during the time that I've been with him, and just using his basketball IQ and his understanding of the scout and his understanding of personnel and what he can do. In a variety of situations to help our team be successful. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball and making his teammates better, and that's what you're looking for in a point guard.
All right, let's take a look at this Abilene Christian team today. Yesterday they got the win against Southern Miss, but overall, they're scoring 83 points per game. Seems like they're really spreading their scoring around. Offensively, what's some of their philosophies and what they do?
Yeah, well, Abilene Christian is a very paint-oriented offensive team. They create a fair amount of turnovers on the defensive end, which allows them to get out in transition and convert that way. But in the half court, they're very, very well organized, and they really play from the inside out. They don't have a lot of great shooters, but they have a lot of different actions to get low post touches and steal layups and high percentage shots, and then they hit the boards really hard. They're just designed very well around their strengths and a very cohesive, well-coached unit.
On the defensive side, they're forcing 16 turnovers per game right now. What are they doing well there?
Well, they got good athletes. They're active in the passing lanes. They're denying the basketball. They'll throw some pressure at you on free throws and dead balls and in the full court. And so they just kind of come at you in waves with their athleticism and with their ability to attack the basketball. And so it's up to us to take advantage of those things and take what the defense gives us and take good care of the basketball to help our efficiencies.
Individually, I want to ask you about this kid from Italy, number 3, Leo Bettiol, averaging almost 14 points per game. He's 6'8". What's he doing well on the offensive side?
Well, he's a physical, smart post player. Like I said, they run a variety of actions to steal layups and steal low, deep post position catches, and so he's able to get high percentage shots, and he converts at a high rate, shoots free throws well, and is a guy that they're looking to play through in the half court when they have to execute.
Also, they've got an Oklahoma State transfer, number 5, Keaton Williams. He's also up there at almost 14 points per game. How do they utilize Williams?
Well, he's just a real aggressive driver. Really, really strong right-handed driver, very athletic, physical, strong, and so when he gets in the paint, he's a load to deal with in one-on-one situations, and then you couple that with the ability to convert on turnovers and in transition, and obviously he's a guy that started 28 games at Oklahoma State, so he comes with a great deal of experience and confidence from that.
All right, well, here we go. It's Montana State and Abilene Christian today. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll be ready to go between the Bobcats and the Wildcats at the break. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Open your new Stockman Bank account anytime, anywhere with online account opening. Now, you can open an account in minutes on your laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. It's convenient, simple, and secure. Open your new account today at stockmanbank.com. Then, add our online and mobile banking services so you can manage your money when, where, and how you want. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10 all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Go. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
One-hand slam. That was a hammer. Got it to go. It's just that kind of night. Right corner three. Bang! Bang! This is the stuff that legends are made of. Gets it up for the win. Got it. Ball game over. Bobcats win. The Golden Bobcats continue their march. Montana State has done it.
We came here to win, and the best is yet to come.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
It's been 3 straight years of championships, but it's been done by different guys in different formulas and different styles, and we're still learning what this year's style will be. And this year's team is going to have a stiff test today as they host Abilene Christian. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get set for Montana State and Abilene Christian. Before we do, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, and Jesse Ropolato is back in the studios as we get set for our tip-off coming up here momentarily, taking a look at the starting lineups as they announce the Bobcats starting lineup right now. Abilene Christian, their 3 guards are Nazir DeGrew, Keon Williams, and Hunter Jack Madden. In the front court, they've got the Italian Leo Battiol and Braden Hubbard getting the start today due to the injury to Joseph Van Zandt. On the other side for Montana State, same starting 5 we've seen all year. Pat McMahon, Jay Mullins, Tyler Patterson in the backcourt, Brandon Walker, Max Ogbonkpolo in the front court. The Bobcats are in the home whites today, outlined in blue and gold with the navy blue numbers and lettering on the front and the back. For Abilene Christian, they wear purple uniforms, a little bit darker than the Weber State purple, I would say. It's kind of a deep purple with the white numbers and lettering on the front and the back with the screen print. All right, we are ready to go. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tip is won, not very beautifully, by Abilene Christian. The guys both kind of missed it, and it rolled to them.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, Abilene Christian went to postseason last year, and they split with the darling of the league, Grand Canyon University. So this is a team that's been successful, used to winning a lot of games.
2021, their last NCAA tournament, which included an upset against number 3 Texas that year. Here's a drive and a tip, no good, puts back no, and Montana State clears the rebound. Bobcats moving from left to right. Here's Pat McMahon down to the right baseline, setting it up, backing in, backing down, kicks it out. And Ogbonkpolo bobbles but recovers in the left corner and slings it out to reset. Over to Jay Mullins. Fires into the middle of the lane. Brandon Walker, one dribble, wants to get rid of it, and does. 10 to shoot. Mullins on the drive, takes it down to the mid-post left side, turns, floats, and traveled. Bobcats turned it over.
Yeah, changed his pivot foot there when he got into the paint. Cats got some good touches, only one vertical movement. That was the penetration by Mullins. Back to defense.
Abilene Christian with the ball to our right. DeGrew has it. Flip over to the left wing. Williams fires it into the left corner. Hubbard. His pass up the top. Bad pass, and it's into the backcourt. A turnover by Abilene Christian. Rolls all the way down and rolls across the baseline.
Yeah, a lot better defense Abilene seeing than they saw last night with Southern Miss. Southern Miss really loosey-goosey. They were able to get that isolation in the post for easy buckets. The Bobcats had the backside covered well both times so far.
We're looking for our first points. 18 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats inbound on their own baseline to Max Ogbongbolo in the left corner. Pumps the three, drives into the lane, turns from the Big Sky logo. The jumper, too strong, bounces off the heel of the iron. Abilene Christian the rebound. DeGrew weaves up to the top, hands off to Bitolo. Now the right wing three is no good from Madden. The Bobcats have the rebound, a rare early three from ACU. Here's Pat McMahon down to the mid-post. Pivoting on the right foot. Gets rid of it out to Brandon Walker, though it's tipped out of bounds on the right sideline. It'll stay with Montana State.
Cats doing a really nice job defensively here, keeping ACU out of the paint and then cleaning up the glass. Going to be critical all night long that they rebound well.
Abilene Christian plus 12 on the glass this year. Montana State with the ball to our left. Still scoreless. 18-12 to go first half. Pat McMahon skips it to the left corner with 5 to shoot. Ogbongbolo on the drive draws the foul on the floor. Hand checked by Braden Hubbard, getting his second start of the season. Shot clock resets to 20.
Yeah, and you can imagine a team that offensively drives it every day in practice at themselves, having to play a team that's going to do that. They're going to draw some fouls. They fouled a lot last night against Southern Miss. They're a team that just has hands on because they're used to guarding drivers.
ACU will also get to the free throw line a bunch. They average 18 a game. Brandon Walker opens the scoring with a little baby hook from the middle of the lane with the right hand. First 2 points for Brandon Walker. Bobcats lead at 2-0, 17:45 to go first half. Wildcats operating to our right in the road, purple jerseys. Sling over to the right wing. Williams throws to the top, moved around to the left corner. Driving along the baseline, DeGrew takes it back out beyond the arc. Skip up to the top. Williams cuts into the lane, down to the mid-post right side, turns, got blocked by Jay Mullins. Ball rattled around, and the Bobcats come away with the hustle rebound. MSU from right to left. Patterson dials up the transition three. Book it. Bobcats hustle on the glass and convert on the right wing three from Tyler Patterson.
And one of Montana State's best starts when you consider both ends of the floor in this early season. The defensive communication's high and the rebounding's on point.
First Wendy's three-pointer of the day. Bobcats up 5-0, 17 minutes to go first half. Ooh, nearly stolen away by Jay Mullins, but recovered by ACU. Williams to the elbow, kicks it out to DeGrew, curls to the free throw line. His jumper is no good. Brandon Walker grabs the rebound. Montana State into the front court. Walker ahead of steam, driving a kick out to Patterson between the leg dribble and gives it to Ogbongbolo. Ogbongbolo, lefty dribble down to the mid-post, pivoting, fall away, the jumper, pure. Ooh, that's a nice shot by Max Ogbongbolo. And a timeout called by Abilene Christian University. Montana State up 7-0, 16:31 to go in the first half. That is a nice-looking shot by a guy the size of Max Ogbongbolo.
Yeah, that's undefendable, really, especially at the mid-major level. You might have some guys at the big schools that can handle a guy with his length shooting a fadeaway, but that ain't going to happen very often at this level. And the Bobcats, after starting a little bit raggedy offensively, have found a nice rhythm. 3 straight possessions where they've been able to convert, and the defense is absolutely on point. You see guys closing out short, taking away the drive, giving up the three. That's hard for this team because all they ever do is take away threes.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. 16:31 to go first half. Montana State leading 7-0 against Abilene Christian. Bobcats +2 on the glass. And Montana State has started 3 of 4, while Abilene Christian has started 0 of 5. Abilene Christian moving from left to right to get it started. Out of their timeout with 16:25 to go in the first half. Lob into the post, contested catch, turnaround hook. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. It's won by the Wildcats. Put back, no. And Montana State wins the rebound at long last. Wasn't easy, though. Jade Mullins takes it out to the right wing, fires into the post. Walker driving a kick out to the left corner. Ogbong Polo drills the left corner three. How about that ball movement? And then a bad pass and a turnover by Abilene Christian, and that'll take us to a break. Montana State coming out, landing a few haymakers. They lead Abilene Christian 10-0 with 15:54 to go in the first half. We'll step aside. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain Hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our locations soon. 15:54 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 10-0 over Abilene Christian. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Brian, nice start.
Yeah, you can't draw it up better, right? Shoot 80%, hold the other team over, force more turnovers than you commit, and out-rebound them. That's a winning recipe. I don't care who you are and where you're playing. That's going to work. So Cats now, their challenge is to sustain it. First 4 minutes, amazing. Now build on that and continue to grow.
Well, let's see what the next 36 minutes look like for this Montana State team as they go up against Abilene Christian. A couple of quality mid-major programs. Out to the right corner, Pat McMahon triggers a three. Good and one. Oh, it's all raining threes today. The Bobcats haven't really had that blow-the-roof-off shooting game yet. This is shaping up to be one of them.
Yeah, first 4.5 minutes, you just literally cannot draw it up better. Pat McMahon, they've had some great kickouts here, and when you look, too, at the offense, it's not just that they're making shots, which they are, but it's assists. It's 3 of the 5 field goals are assisted.
Free throw is good. It's a 4-point play for Pat McMahon. The foul went on Keaton Williams. Montana State came into play today shooting 33% from the three-point line. That's going to be higher by the time the season ends.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. More and more of those shots are going to come off great passes, and that leads to good things.
Williams to the elbow, throws it back out to the top for Madden. Slings down to the right corner, Smith. Kick out to the right corner. Here's a three. That is no good, and Montana State grabs the rebound. That was Batille who tried to knock it down from deep. That was only his second three-point attempt of the year.
And his first was last night. That's out of characteristic for ACU. They haven't had success penetrating, and they have shot a couple threes early, very unlike the way they want to play.
Walker up at the top, crosses over to the elbow, works his way into the paint, goes up with the right hand, left it just short, and Abilene Christian has the rebound. Wildcats from left to right. Madden takes it down to the mid-post, throws out to the left corner. They pump the three, drive the baseline, puts up the runner. Good. And that is the first bucket of the day. Keaton Williams puts it in with about 14.5 to go in the first half. What a 14-0 run for the Bobcats to start the day. Garacki and Cawley will check in at the next stoppage. Jade Mullins on the drive from the right wing. Slings out to Patterson. Pumps the three. Steps to his left. Lets it fly. Yes! Tyler Patterson, a pair of threes. The Bobcats up 17-2. 14 and a quarter to go first half.
Yeah, I would have never guessed it would have started like this. ACU's a really good team, but they've taken a couple shots right now. I'd expect them to respond, but Montana State seems intent to keep up the pressure.
Boy, the defense for Montana State's looked really good here in the early going. Top side three is no good. Keon Williams left it short. They're shooting threes. That's a win for Montana State.
100%. That's a game plan. Make them beat you from downtown because that's not their game.
Walker cuts to the rack and a smooth left-handed finish. Boy, that makes him look like a guard sometimes. And a timeout called by Abilene Christian. Montana State's up 19-2 with 13:39 to go in the first half. I mean, this is just an all-out blitzkrieg.
Yeah, this is just not what you expect here. Now, granted, ACU did play last night, but they've had a full day of recovery. And this is just like in the Big Sky or the WAC tournament. You're going to play back-to-back games. They need to be ready to go. I just like the fact that you see a Montana State team, especially on the defensive end, they are focused on the things they have to do. They have to take away penetration. They have to clean the glass. And they are not giving up any penetration, and they're up 3 on the glass. That's going to be a win if they do that all night.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, the proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. You know, one of the big reasons that the coaching staff was very frustrated after that Denver loss was the defense. And right now, at least in the first 6.5 minutes today, this has been by far their best defensive effort. Here's a deep topside three. That's no good. BJ Cawley wins a rebound at the free throw line.
So ACU's taken 10 shots, 4 of them from behind the arc. They shot 3 threes in the first half last night against Southern Miss.
Garacki turns, follow J, partially blocked. Ogbong Polo tracks down the rebound to the right corner. Up the top, Cawley. Bobcats get back into their set with just over 13 minutes to go in the first half and a 17-point lead. Ogbong Polo on the right wing. Has the dribble with 7. Bounce down to Cawley on the right baseline, 5. He works his way inside. His pass is knocked out of bounds across the baseline. And Montana State will inbound. Officials discussing something here.
The only thing I can imagine is the clock. Did it start correctly or stop correctly?
Right, because they did reset it to 30 on that jump shot, but it never hit the rim, and then it went back down to 19. Alley-oop slam. B.J. Cawley off the inbounds pass from Jade Mullins, and Cawley rattles the rim for 2. Boy, we've seen that a bunch from Jade Mullins early in the season. Bobcats up 21-2, 12:44 to go in the first half. Always nice when you can score off an inbounds without the ball having to touch the hardwood. Here's a deep open 3. Hubbard left it short. Ogbong Polo grabs the rebound. The Bobcats are +6 on the glass. Coach Logie shouting out organized. Lob into the post. Cawley makes a contested catch and a foul. That's going to go on B.J. Cawley, his first. And can't take your foot off the gas pedal. This Abilene Christian team is going to keep on coming.
Yeah, and they can score in bunches the way they play. They also get to the foul line a lot. So they can make a game really long by spending time at the free throw line scoring points without the clock running. Bobcats are not going to want to let up in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, this is fun, but you only have 21 points. That's not going to win the game. Montana State up 21-2, 12 and a quarter to go first half. Up to the top, Hubbard, hands off underneath. Layup is good, down on the right block. That's a tough finish, deep underneath. Montana State going to work now offensively. Into the post, Cawley makes the high catch, kicks it out, moved around to the right wing. Leckelot on the drive, lost the dribble, picks it up, gets tackled, and a foul's called. Yeah, the hustle's there on both sides. And Montana State will inbound the basketball when we come back. 11:51 to go in the first half. Montana State shooting the lights out. They're 8 of 11 from the field. It's Montana State 21, Abilene Christian 4 with 11:51 to go in the first. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
11:51 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 21-4 against Abilene Christian. First Interstate Bank broadcast position. If you're a parent, listen up. A shocking number of Montana teens and preteens vape regularly, so please talk to your kids about vaping. It matters. Get everything you need for a great conversation at knowthefactsmt.com. Well, Brian, I don't know. What do you want to talk about here? The fact that Abilene Christian's 2 for 13 from the field, or the fact that the Bobcats are shooting 73% from the field?
Yeah, I think both are caused by the guys in white right now. They are on point. They've got everything kind of rolling their way. And, again, it's all about keeping it going. Right now you've got four guys off the bench and one starter in there, and got to keep rolling. Just go at them in waves.
Abilene Christian already dipping a little deeper into their lineup right now with Mashai Hill into the game and Christian Alston into the game as well. They don't play a ton. Montana State accepts the inbounds pass and goes to work to our left. Mullins pumps the right corner 3, curls into the lane, stops on the logo, kicks it out. Garacki for 3, missed it left. Abilene Christian with a rebound as Sam Lecolot goes tumbling. Racing into the front court, Smith hands it off for Hubbard. Kicks out to the left wing. Now they'll slow it down. Rivera gives it out to the right wing for Smith. They calm it down. Rich Smith gives it to Rivera. Looking for the post, doesn't have it. Fires into the right corner. Alston hops into the paint. Lost his balance a bit, kicked it out anyway, and Rivera drills the 3. He's now 3 for 11 from the three-point line.
And the one game this year where ACU had to shoot a lot of threes was a Division II game. They went 13 of 30, so they are capable. They just don't have any desire to do it.
Garacki gets blocked through contact, and they're coming the other way. ACU with it. Smith into the lane, goes up with a runner, rattling. Yes. Boy, he really took it right at Jed Miller. It was good defense, and Rich Smith able to finish. He's only 5 points a game.
Yeah, and that's the way he gets all of them, is either on drives or getting to the line.
Bobcats going back to work offensively, up 21-9, 10:30 to go, first half. Skip out to Garacki into the left corner. Here's Lecolot for 3. Book it. The Bobcats are 5 for 6 from downtown. That one from Sam Lecolot in the left corner.
Yeah, and that's a great extra pass by Brian Garacki. And that's the thing that as you get more comfortable playing together, those are the passes that get made. And those are two guys that spent a year together, and you can see that chemistry.
Montana State now with 5 Wendy's three-pointers. Here's the left wing 3 the other way. That's no good. Jed Miller wins the rebound, but I think did they call the foul? Yeah, they called the foul. It was a little bit of a push from Hill. 10 minutes to go first half. Bobcats up 24-9. Also 6 assists on 9 field goals. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services.
And that's a number that I just have my eye on, because that's the sign that a team's gelling and understanding. Everyone understands their roles, understands system, understands spaces, and you're seeing that. Both of these 2 home games, this team is different than they were 10 days ago or 15 days ago.
Bryce Zephyr getting ready to check back in after missing the last game due to injury. Lecolot steps on the left sideline and turns the ball over with 9:50 to go first half. Bobcats leading the Wildcats 24-9.
Good to see Zephyr back out there. Probably going to take him a couple minutes just to get his game feet back under him, but great place to start on the defensive end.
This is exactly the type of game the Bobcats are going to need him for. He's one of their best one-on-one defenders. Bounce pass into the posts. Handoff underneath. DeGrew able to finish. Boy, that was a high contest by Lecolot, but DeGrew put enough waft under that one. Bryce Zephyr running the point now for Montana State. Jed Miller still out there as well. Give it to Cawley. He throws it down to Miller. Jump pass into the left corner. Zephyr gives it to Cawley. Into the left corner, Garacki. Here's a three. That's no good. Miller wins the rebound and dribbles out of traffic with it. Handoff for Bryce Zephyr on the right wing. He curls down in the lane. Throws out to the left corner. Lecolot lets it go and drills the left corner three. Pair of threes for Sam Lecolot today.
Bobcats with more made threes than ACU has made field goals. 11 minutes into this one, and that is a good thing to hear.
60% of the Bobcats' makes are from the three-point line. Into Alston in the middle of the lane. Left it short off the outside of the net. Montana State has the rebound. Zephyr to the free throw line. Reverses direction. Goes to the rack and draws the foul as he tried to finish with the left hand. Boy, that change of direction was impressive.
Yeah, nice start and stop and then go again, and he was able to get in there. And then those physical shoulders and arm. I mean, he's such a big, strong, young guy. When he gets in and around the basket, he can use that girth to fight guys off as they're coming after him, and the only thing left to do is foul him, which is exactly what the Wildcat player did.
The foul goes on Patil. Zephyr hits the first free throw. Free throw shooting's been a bit up and down for Montana State this year. Off on the right foot today. They've hit their first two. Another one coming from Zephyr. Bryce last year at Salt Lake Community College. 10 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Zephyr dials it up again, and he knocks it down. First 2 points for Bryce Zephyr coming back from injury. 29-11, Montana State in front. 8:20 to go first half. ACU handled the ball off around the top of the key. DeGrew fires over to the left wing. Madden into the left corner, then back up to the top. Hubbard looking for room. Handoff underneath. Tip free but recovered. DeGrew slips. Oh, and they called the foul. Tough call on Jed Miller. DeGrew just lost his balance.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bailout right there. Unfortunately, Jed Miller will pick it up, but.
And then they're mapping up the spot on the floor where it's wet. Yeah, there was just no contact.
Yeah, I mean, Jed had his left hand maybe on his back shoulder, but.
The lightest of grazes. That wasn't why he was falling, though.
No question.
Now we've got a whistle. They just call another foul on Montana State. They did. Sam Lecolot underneath in the traffic. So first foul on Lecolot. Nobody has multiple fouls yet for Montana State. ACU to inbound. Still looking. They get it into the left corner. Drive the baseline. Have to kick it out. Teal down to the left block. Working on Lecolot. Turns with the right-handed hook shot. That's no good. Rebound tipped and won by Abilene Christian. Wildcats will reset. DeGrew. Hands off over on the left wing for Madden. Curls to the elbow. Madden driving a kick into the right corner. Here's a three. That's no good. Long rebound, and it's out of bounds going to Montana State. Cats caught a bit of a break there, not boxing out on the far side. We'll step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:39 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 29-11. It's all smiles. The Bobcat bench for now. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Is someone you know taking dangerous shots? Opioid addiction can start quietly and take over fast. Know the signs so you can protect your friends and family and connect them to help. Find out how to help save lives. mt.org. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:39 to go, first half. Bobcats up 29-11 over Abilene Christian. They're the Wildcats. And, well, really, Montana State's doing exactly what they need to do defensively right now, Brian.
Yeah, and I think the scout is so obvious. You know, there's football teams that are like, they can't run the ball, but they throw it every time. There are basketball teams that shoot threes and can't drive it. Well, Abilene Christian's the opposite. They can't really shoot the three very well, but man, can they drive it. And the Bobcats are just clogging the lane, sagging off of guys that aren't going to take threes. Abilene Christian doesn't yet have an answer. They don't have that pass game to go to, at least so far.
All right, now Abilene Christian showing the press for the first time, something they did a bunch against Southern Miss yesterday. And the Bobcats passed that first test with flying colors between Bryce Zephyr and Jed Miller. Brandon Walker has the dribble over near the right elbow. He tries to back it down, gets into the paint, spins to the left shoulder, uses the right hand, and they call the offensive foul as he finished it. They're saying he used the elbow. First foul on Brandon Walker.
Boy, that's a bailout right there. We used to call that when you get a mouse in the house, and Brandon Walker had a mouse in the house, and he was going to get an easy deuce right there.
He had his elbow up but didn't have any advantage. He already had the position.
Yeah,
that's a tough call.
Yeah, when you're giving up 100 pounds, you're going to lose that in the post every day.
Quick pass into the post and an easy right-handed layup. But Teal able to finish his first 2 points. Don't let him get going. He's almost 14 a game. 29-13, Montana State in front. 7 minutes to go, first half. Cats are going to cool off shooting the three at some point, so got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. Zephyr drives the baseline. Skip out to Ogbong Polo. And he drills the three. Well, they're not cooling off from downtown yet. Max Ogbong Polo with his second Wendy's three-pointer of the evening.
Yeah, and if you're going to trade threes for twos, which is what the Wildcats are doing with the Bobcats right now, that ain't going to work.
6:30 to go, first half. Montana State leading 32-13. Hubbard takes it down to the mid-post, falls away. The jumper's no good on the right side. Rebound bounces, and the Bobcats pick it up. Montana State +8 on the glass.
That might be the most shocking number of the night.
Pat McMahon misses a floater in the right baseline. Cats want to call the other way. Smith lost his balance, and Montana State picks up the loose basketball. Well, they're swallowing the whistle today. That's going to let the physicality shine through. Brandon Walker to the rack. Draws the foul as he tried the big one-handed dunk. Oh, he tried to put himself on SportsCenter.
Yeah, right there. He goes one-on-one with the big fella from ACU. He tried to reach for the steal, and then it's a highlight chance for Brandon Walker.
Well, he brought that arm way back. That was Hunter Jack Madden who picked up the foul. He had that arm all the way back behind his head. 6 minutes to go, first half, with Brandon Walker going to the line. First foul shot is good. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Next free throw is good. Brandon Walker hits them both. Always a positive sign. 6 points for B-Walk. Montana State up 34-13. 6 minutes to go first half. That was just a long conversation that Coach Logie had with one of the officials, too, while Walker was taking his free throws. Seemed cordial, productive. Smith driving a kick up to the top. Williams goes into the left corner. The other Williams, Dontrez Williams, goes up the top for Madden. 4 to shoot. Madden takes it to the free throw line, fires it into the post, and the layup is good. Boy, that was a lot of work for that bucket. Batil able to finish in the middle of the lane. 4 points for the Italian.
Yeah, and Batil is probably their best player. They love to get him touches. Usually it's more traditional post than drive and drop, but right there he got one.
Now Walker against Batil. He uses his left hand too strong, and Abilene Christian has the rebound. Yeah, Batil's 68% from the field this year on about 50 shots. Montana State up 19. Here's the drive. Madden gets in deep, lost it out of bounds. It's staying here. It's got knocked free. 5:01 to go first half. Montana State 34, Abilene Christian 15.
Boy, and the Bobcats' big advantage this season is the ability to just keep bringing guys, you know, just minute after minute. And you can see Abilene Christian, little hands on the knees. Altitude might be getting to him.
Batil off the inbounds pass got free and had an easy lay-in. He's got 6 points, and he is starting to get going down. Cats race it down the floor before setting it up. 4:45 to go first half. Mullins down to the left baseline. Ogbong gets into the paint, puts up a floater, left it short. And a foul. What's going on? Rich Smith of Abilene Christian, his first. And that's going to put Ogbong at the line for 2. He was in the act of shooting.
Yeah, no coincidence that the official who made that call is the same one who Coach Logie spent a minute working on the no call on Pat McMahon. So sometimes that work pays off.
Ogbong knocks down the first free throw. Yeah, working the officials is an art form.
Well, and how you do it matters. You know, you embarrass them or whatever else, you're going to drive them further away. But Coach Logie has the cordial conversation making his case and is able to get some results.
Ogbong misses the second free throw. That's the first miss of the day for the Bobcats at the line. They're 6 of 7 at the charity stripe. 4:30 to go first half. Montana State up 35-17. Drive and a layup is good. Boy, what a tough finish by Rich Smith as Jay Mullins was backing up on the defensive side. Mullins takes it right. His pass is knocked free. Abilene Christian trying to run it the other way. In transition, layup no, and they call the foul. That one's going on Mullins. His first. So it's getting a little inconsistent. Sometimes you see a big hit, then you see a little graze, but it'll come. 35-19, Montana State leading. 4:14 to go first half. Abilene Christian at the line. Keon Williams puts in his first free throw. Keon Williams, 9 points last night, 4 of 8 from the field. Averaging about 14 a game, one of their top scorers. Second free throw, no good. Brandon Walker grabs the rebound from Ogbong. Montana State up 15 with the ball, 4 minutes to go first half. Give it out to Walker at the top. Handoff for Pat McMahon, right wing. Crosses over to the right elbow, works his way into the paint, stops, turns, jumper, no. High arcing shot, did not swirl home. Williams the other way. Keon Williams driving and a blocking foul. Missed the layup. 2 bodies tumbling down. It's Brandon Walker who picks up his second foul. And Abilene Christian has free throws when we come back down by 15. They've got a chance to put some scoreboard pressure here on the Bobcats. 3:49 to go first half. Montana State 35, Abilene Christian 20. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. 3:49 to go, first half. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 35-20. And Brian, this is kind of what we expected. The Bobcats did open up a 21-point lead, but we're seeing Abilene Christian now put a little pressure on.
Yeah, 7-1 run over the last 3 minutes, and ACU's not going away. Again, a postseason team from a year ago. They beat a team like Grand Canyon. This is a ball club that has experience. They expect to be good. They expect to compete in the WAC this year, just like Montana State. They're both two really good teams, so they're not going to go away or fade into the sunset. They're going to keep throwing haymakers and coming at you, and you just got to keep responding.
Abilene Christian last year had a 7-game winning streak through February, then lost their last regular season game and then lost in the postseason tournament, conference tournament, before going to the college insider tournament. Keaton Williams misses his first free throw. If he misses a second, crowd gets tacos, or a voucher for a taco. Ooh. And he breaks the hearts. Keaton Williams pours it in. There is not, to be clear, a vendor walking around with tacos, although that would be fun.
That would be cool. I would like that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Ogbong Polo gets it across the timeline just barely. We're talking about tacos. Bobcats were fighting for their life to get across the timeline. Jay Mullen sets it up from the left wing. Throws up to Ogbong Polo. Steps down inside. Euro step. Runner, no. Little flat. Bounce it off the back iron. Abilene Christian grabs the rebound. Only down 14 now. Keaton Williams into the lane. Blocked. Ogbong Polo and Pat McMahon were there. Ahead to McMahon. Bobcats try to snap almost a 4-minute field goal drought. Mullins crosses over at the top. Takes it down to the left elbow. Pivoting. Now tries to hand it off and draws the foul. I wonder if they're going to call that. I think that looked like a pass.
Yeah, I think it's shooting either way. It's just a matter of whether it's two shots or one-on-one.
Right.
But I think he was passing. I think you think he was passing.
Yeah.
We'll see what the Men in Stripes think.
Mullins is saying he was shooting. So that's the 8th team foul. So I think it's going to be a 1-and-1. I saw the official signal two different things.
Yeah, it's going to be a one-on-one. The official who called it signaled that it was on the pass, which I think is the right call.
Agreed. So Jay Mullins will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Montana State leading 35-21. The offense starting to slow down a little bit now. Front end is good. First free throw through for Jay Mullins. Been a little up and down as he gets in going into the system. He's had some really big moments. Figure that consistency will come with a little more familiarity with the system. Jay knocks down his second free throw. He's got his first 2 points tonight.
Yeah, and you knew the Bobcats weren't going to shoot 83% all night. They're down to 52, still highly respectable.
Teal blocked and fouled. They're going to put that on B.J. Cawley. That's his second. Boy, blocked that with his forearm.
He got a lot of ball. He must have got him somewhere, but boy, that was a lot of ball.
Had his arm kind of extended. I don't know that was body. Sometimes it just looks funny and you automatically go to the whistle. First free throw is good Logie said, oh, here's the replay. Yeah, he was kind of bobbling the ball, which was part of it. That baseline view looked like he hit the forearm, but from our vantage point when we saw it, it looked like it was ball. So
yeah, I agree.
See why the official saw it that way. Teal knocks it down. So he hits both. 8 points for Leo Batil.
Big difference for Abilene Christian here over these last 5 minutes is they've stopped shooting threes. They're going hard to the rim.
Ball knocked out of bounds in the backcourt. Bobcats will inbound. Abilene Christian really ramping up this defensive pressure. We figured this was going to be coming at some point.
Oh, absolutely. I was surprised, actually. They almost just got so punched early that they forgot to press and kind of lost who they are. Bobcats made them pay dearly for that, and now have to continue.
Also, hard to press when you're not making shots. You usually like to try to press off a make. Mullins down to the mid-post. Bounce underneath. Garacki reverse layup. That's good. Jay Mullins threading the needle, and Brian Garacki finishing it off for his first two.
Yeah, and another assist for Montana State.
Reverse layup, spinning off the window. That's good. But Teal into double figures. Boy, he's looking great now. He has found his rhythm. Montana State up 39-25, 2:10 to go first half. Mullins crossing over, takes it to the free throw line, into the lane, hooks it high off the window and in. That is a high degree of difficulty, even if he didn't have a defender there.
Yeah, and I really like what he recognized. He had Batil as a big man on him and said, I got this guy one-on-one. Let me make him pay for the switch.
It's a pretty athletic big man, but Jay Mullins is going to win that battle more times than not. Keon Williams works his way into the paint, kicks it out to the top. Here's Dontrez Williams with a three, and that's good. Williams to Williams connection. 41-28. Abilene Christian 2 of 9 from downtown today. Mullins had his pocket picked. Abilene Christian trying to get out and run. Pump fake, Madden up, lays it good. Well, the turnover turns into 2, and this is now an 11-point game, which was once a 21-point advantage for Montana State. Final 75 seconds of the first half. These will be crucial ticks of the clock. Miller gives it to Garacki at the top. He dials up a topside three and rings it home. High arcing three by Brian Garacki, and a timeout called by Montana State. Boy, it's just such an outlet valve when you've got an ability to shoot 8 of 10 from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the Cats plus 18 from behind the arc in the first half. I mean, that's insurmountable. There's just no way you can make enough twos to stay up at that. You got 10 assists on 14 makes for Montana State. Shooting 8 of 10 from 3. That is spectacular, and they were due for a night like this. We felt like the 32% number was just not going to be sustained for very long, and they're putting a hurt on that tonight.
Montana State's averaging 9 three-point makes per game right now, but yeah, 8 of 10 in the first half. That'll get it done. But again, like we talked about, as soon as they built up that lead, you knew Abilene Christian was going to keep bringing the wave, and they absolutely have. They got it back down to 11, and if Montana State's not shooting the lights out from 3, this is a much closer game.
Without question, but part of the reason they're shooting lights out is how well they're playing defensively. It's creating some transition option. So Montana State's got a minute 3 to go here, so I would imagine Abilene Christian's thinking 2 for 1. They'll want to run a little clock on this possession just to make sure Montana State doesn't get a second. But the Bobcats have got to rebuild those walls. They've given up too much penetration in the last 6-7 minutes, which has allowed Abilene Christian to put a pretty good number. They've scored 17 points in the last 6 minutes after only scoring 13 in the first 13 minutes.
Abilene Christian into the front court, final minute of the first half. Bounce pass into the post, blocked. Ogbong Polo swats it away. Montana State into the front court with a 14-point lead. Jay Mullins sets it up, takes his time. Mullins still with the dribble, takes it over to the right wing, comes back left around the screen, down to Duduka, kick out Ogbong Polo. His right wing three is good. From Mullins to Duduka to Ogbong Polo, third three of the day for Max. Lead back up to 17. Well, Logie is fired up tonight. Shot clock dark, 18 seconds to go in the first half. DeGrew throws up to Madden at the top. Lefty dribble down to the mid-post, slings it back out, around to DeGrew. Throw back up around the perimeter to the left wing. Here's a three. That's no good. Long rebound, tipped out by Mullins, picked up by Ogbong Polo, and the Bobcats can't quite get the last shot off. Boy, what a first half for Montana State's offense. They built out a 21-point lead. Abilene Christian battled back to 11, had a chance to make it single digits, but the Bobcats shoot the lights out. They're 9 of 11 from downtown, 60% overall, and Montana State has the halftime lead. We will step aside. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 47-30 at halftime. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
I was diagnosed in 2010 with bipolar 1 disorder. It took me a while, but I had to surrender to that fact.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we recognize mental health as the foundation of well-being. This is why we partner with advocates like Jason DeShaw and others who spread mental health awareness across the state and beyond.
I've learned that I cannot do this alone, that I have to reach outside of myself for help.
Learn more about Jason's story at bigblueskyyinitiativemt.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle, and a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Back to First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We remind you that at Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. All right, we're at halftime. Montana State leading 47-30 against Abilene Christian. Brian, I mean, what a half for the Bobcats. They were as smooth and efficient offensively as they could be, and the defense was absolutely locked down against an offensive team that's shooting 50% on the year. They held Abilene Christian to 39%.
Yeah, and we said pregame, anything under 45 is going to be a winning recipe for the Montana State Bobcats, and they did that. I think the defense was so good early that Abilene Christian got out of character, shot up 10 threes in the first half. That is just not recipe for their success, and the Bobcats were able to create that environment, and then they were also able to then convert that into offense. 47 points, shoot 82% from three. I mean, it is clicking.
I mean, look, now Montana State's not going to shoot 9 of 11 from three every single half, but when you watch the way they did it, even if only half of those shots fall, you're feeling comfortable. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you know, like you said, take 4 of those threes off the belt. You're still at 5, and you're playing well, and you probably get a couple of those back, and you get a couple twos or something, but overall, it was by far the best half of basketball this team has played yet this season. Probably won't be the best one, but it was awfully good. And it's just great to see you come off that Northwestern game, get some momentum. You build it with Southern Miss on Sunday night. You come out here on Tuesday evening, and you build again. And now the challenge is second half. You always hate when you play that kind of almost perfect half to come out, go sit for 15 minutes. You'd rather let's just keep going for another 20 and then take your rest later tonight. But Bobcats will have the ball to start and ready to rock and roll.
Bobcats will be fighting the regression to the mean in the second half, most certainly. All right, we'll step aside. We'll get you some full scores here in a sec. But first, a timeout. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 47-30 at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back at halftime with Montana State leading 47-30 over Abilene Christian. The numbers from the first half: Montana State 60% from the field, 82% from three, 9 of 11. So 9 Wendy's three-pointers and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. It's been all falling for the Bobcats tonight. Abilene Christian 39% from the field, 2 of 10 from the three-point line, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Abilene Christian 3 turnovers, Bobcats 4. That's a great number. Abilene Christian's forcing 16 turnovers per game this year. Abilene Christian's also plus 12 on the glass this year, but the Bobcats winning the rebounding battle plus 7 today. Montana State led by Max Hogmong-Polo, 12 points, 6 rebounds today. 6 points from Brandon Walker with 4 rebounds, 6 points from Lenkalot, 6 from Patterson, 5 from Garacki, 2 from Zephyr, 4 from McMahon, and 4 for Jay Mullins, who also has 5 assists. Overall, 11 assists on 15 made field goals. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. 10 points from Batiol to lead the way for Abilene Christian. 4 points from Smith, 4 from Keon Williams, 3 from Dontrez Williams, and then 2 from Alston, 2 from Madden, 2 from DeGrew. So that's the full rundown of the scoring after one half of play. All right, we will step aside. When we come back, we will get you some scores from around the Big Sky and the nation. A lot of top 25 basketball going on around the country right now, so we'll get you caught up on that. Bobcats 47, Wildcats 30, 6:33 to go before we get to the start of the second half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hitting the road?
When you download the Fuel Forward app, you save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up at Phillips 66, Conoco, and 76 stations. Because that's what the app does. A simple, straightforward way to keep you moving forward. Fuel Forward. 20 cents is a combined savings of 5 cents every day off per gallon plus an extra 15 cents off per gallon for first-time users up to 30 gallons. Offer valid once for new Fuel Forward app user through 12/31/2024. Participating locations only.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
All right, we're getting ready for the second half. About 4 minutes before the second half begins. Montana State leading it 47-30 against Abilene Christian. Some of the other scores to keep an eye on today. Northern Arizona facing off against Eastern Michigan in a tournament today. Northern Arizona, they're 5-1, but they're trailing 22-12 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Eastern Washington is at UC Santa Barbara later, and Northern Colorado goes to 6-2 with a non-D1 win. They won 92-50 earlier today. Top 25 college basketball, a lot of stuff going on. Number 9, Alabama leading number 6, Houston, 59-53 with 10 minutes to go in the second half. Number 5, Iowa State trailing Dayton, 41-37. They're down in Maui. Duke trying to make a big comeback. They were down pretty big early. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Number 1, Kansas leading number 11, Duke, 41-36. Finals today, number 2, UConn goes down against Colorado, 73-72. UConn losing back-to-back games. Number 8, Kentucky defeats Western Kentucky, 87-68. Number 20, Texas A&M loses against Oregon, 80-70. Oregon is 6-0. Number 21, Creighton falls against San Diego State, 71-53 down in Vegas. And later tonight at 9 o'clock our time, number 4 Auburn and number 12 North Carolina tonight. So some good matchups in Feast Week, as they like to dub it, this week during Thanksgiving. So a lot of good hoops going around for the Bobcats. Next up on the men's side, CSUN is here on Saturday for a 1 p.m. tip-off. Cal State Northridge taking on Montana tomorrow night, so a common opponent there. The women play tomorrow at 3:30 against East Carolina, and then they play on Friday against UCF at 1 p.m. The women right now 4-1 after falling against Utah earlier this week. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, we will have the start of the second half. It's Montana State and Abilene Christian. Bobcats are leading it 47-30 at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Ready to rock for the second half. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 47-30 as we get ready to go. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe with Jesse Ropolato. Back in the studios, Montana State leading by 17 against Abilene Christian. It's Bobcat basketball to get things started. Yaniel Rivera out of Puerto Rico starting the second half after not starting the first half, and we are ready to go. Rich Smith also starting in the second half. He did not start the game. So Montana State with the ball. The home whites. Ogbong Polo goes around to Pat McMahon. Skip pass to Patterson. Drives down to the right baseline, throws out to the top. Here's a three, and Pat McMahon drills it. Bobcats staying hot from deep. That is their 10th three-pointer of the day, sponsored by Wendy's.
Tremendous ball movement, side to side. There's just no way to cover that much ground on two passes, and the Bobcats keep it rolling.
Rivera goes up the top, bobbled but recovered near the half-court line. 10 to shoot. Here's a drive, going to the rack, lays it up, got it to go. Wow, that was a heck of a finish by Dontrez Williams. He's got 5. Montana State up 50-32, 19 minutes to go in the game. Down to Brandon Walker, mid-post, into Mullins from the free throw line. His runner is good. Bounced off the back iron, high in the air, and then fell through. 6 points for Jay Mullins.
Really nice give-and-go action there. Mullins' guard turned his back. He was able to back cut to the middle of the paint and get an easy look.
Abilene Christian with the basketball to our left. Tossed into the left corner. Brought out to the left wing. Swing around to the top. Hubbard takes it down to the mid-post. Kick out to the free throw line. Pass underneath. Layup, no. Bobcats got in there. Jay Mullins and Tyler Patterson able to turn around Leo Batille. Lead 20 for Montana State. 18 and a quarter to go. We're in the second half. Mullins throws over to Ogbong Polo, left corner. Steps into the paint, kicks it out. Give it to Pat McMahon. Back into the post. Brandon Walker back to the basket. They crash on him, and he finishes anyway with the left hand. Brandon Walker working around that restricted area. He got swarmed, but still able to put it through.
Yeah, in the first 5 games of the season, you just didn't see that kind of extra pass ball movement. You saw it here today, and it is paying big dividends offensively.
Second foul for Jay Mullins. Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Abilene to inbound, working on their own basket, underneath their own basket. Bounce to Hubbard, right baseline. Back to the basket against Ogbong Polo. Spins, floats, got it. Boy, he just used his physicality that time.
Yeah, it's a little too easy right there. Just a quick bump and spin. Easy deuce. Don't want to give up easy buckets anytime, no matter what score.
First 2 points for Hubbard, who had a season-high 16 yesterday in the win against Southern Miss. Mullins pivoting and gets rid of it to Tyler Patterson, who came up to help. Bounce pass over to the right wing for Walker. Takes it down to the mid-post. Stops. Fall away Jay. Yes. Brandon Walker, smooth as can be. 10 points for Brandon Walker. 56-34, Montana State extending their lead in the second half. 17 minutes to go in the game. Bounce to Hubbard at the right elbow. Beatol on the left elbow. He tries a flat-footed jumper, missed it left. Brandon Walker skies for the rebound. Bobcats had 3 white jerseys building a wall to grab that board. Mullins bounced out to the left baseline. Walker surveying, puts it on the floor against a smaller player. Backing down Rivera, gets into the paint, left it short, tip back, no, and Rivera grabs the rebound. DeCrew ahead of steam, into the lane, driving a kick, out to Williams. That 3 ball is no good, and Brandon Walker has the rebound. The Bobcats plus 10 on the glass.
Yeah, that's just something, it's just astounding. ACU plus 12 on the glass all season long. Win or lose, they've won on the rebounding battle. Not tonight.
Pat McMahon curls, lays it up, but they're going to call the foul before the shot. That foul goes on Brayton Hubbard, his second. Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Brandon Walker takes a seat, 10 points, 6 boards, 2 assists. BJ Cawley into the game. Those assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Into Ogbong Polo. Giving it to Pat McMahon in the right corner. He drives the baseline, runs into a double team, and draws the foul.
Purple 12. Hold his arm on the pass.
Horniker picks up his first foul. They fouled 2, is the word from Brett Tanner. Into Ogbong Polo right corners. The Bobcats set it up with 16 minutes to go in the game. Up by 22. McMahon backing it down into the paint, kicks it out. Patterson, catch and shoot 3. Yes. Pat McMahon with the assist. Tyler Patterson having one of those nights. He's got 9 on 3 Wendy's 3-pointers.
And everything is coming off penetration that gets a piece of the paint, kick out to guys with their feet set, and that's why you're shooting 11 for 13 from behind the arc.
Abilene Christian with the basketball to our left. Alston goes over to the left wing for Williams. Toss into the post, knocked away by Ogbong Polo, recovered by Abilene Christian. 3 seconds to shoot. Down to the left baseline. The jumper is no good. Tip for the board and a foul. Going on Montana State. And it is Tyler Patterson who picks up his first. We'll step aside. The Bobcats able to extend their halftime lead. 15 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. Montana State leading 59-34 over Abilene Christian. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Belt, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy Loaded Tortilla Soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at qdoba.com or in the app.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
15:20 to go in the second half. Montana State leading 59-34 over Abilene Christian. I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Ryan Priebe in Montana State, leading pretty comfortably here right now. I mean, you were worried about coming out in the second half and how Abilene Christian would handle it, but we knew this was a team that was going to have a high ceiling, and we're seeing some of that ceiling right now.
Yeah, we're getting a glimpse right now. I mean, this is This is a good Abilene Christian team that they are absolutely taking to the woodshed. I mean, 25-point lead in 25 minutes of play, and it's both ends. It's not like, I mean, they are making every shot, but on the defensive end, you're holding the team to 38% who shoots 50 on the year and 18 from three.
Well, we were wondering if this might have been a bad matchup for Montana State as Abilene Christian works offensively. A little floater, no good. Garacki with the defense, and then he grabs the rebound with a little help from B.J. Cawley. I mean, Abilene Christian's size, physicality, ability to drive off the dribble, those all seemed like bad matchups for Montana State based on what we had seen. Mullins buries the left wing three. Oh, man, everybody's feeling it tonight. It's just raining everywhere right now. Catcher 3 for 3 from downtown in the second half. 3 the other way, no good. Tipped and recovered by Abilene Christian. Then tipped free out of bounds by Mullins, and it'll stay with Abilene Christian. 14:40 to go in the game. Montana State leading 62-34. Abilene inbounds. They're going deep. They brought in Colby Tanner, the coach's son. Now they're kind of running things deep and searching for answers on the bench over at Abilene Christian right now.
They're maybe getting to a point, too, where they say this is in the bag. They don't know the shot clock.
Horniker with a jumper. That's good right at the end of the shot clock. First 2 points for Cade Horniker, transfer from Southern Illinois. Just over 14 minutes to go in the game. Down to Coley on the left baseline. Give it to Ogbong Polo, and a little too hot to handle through his hands. Running the other way, Williams to the rack. In transition, able to slice through. Keon Williams with a right-handed layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, a little 1-3-1 action. Montana State hasn't played against this yet this year, so this is an opportunity to work on your zone offense.
McMahon, left corner 3. No. Long rebound, and it's tipped around and won by Abilene Christian.
It looked like Cawley and Garacki had a shot at it, and they knocked it out of each other's way.
Too much hustle. That's what they call that. Keon Williams takes it into the paint. Adjusts midair. Can't finish. Defense from Max Ogbong Polo affected the shot. Bobcats have the rebound. Bounce down to the left wing. Out to Mullins. Back into the left corner. Ogbong Polo. Driving a kick. Out to the right corner. Garacki drills the 3. Brian Garacki now with 8 points. That's his second Wendy's 3-pointer.
Yeah, and that's just great ball movement. The thing you love right now is the extra pass, the unselfishness, 15 assists on 22 makes. If you're getting 75% of your baskets are coming off assists, you're going to be a really good team.
All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. 5 to shoot. Jontrez Williams takes it down to the right baseline. Bad angle shot, left it short, and a shot clock violation. Man, oh man. I mean, look, the thing about this is it would be easy to be like, oh, the Cats are just kind of shooting the lights out, right? Like, that would be an easy thing to say, but it's just so much more than that. And even if you lopped off 10 percentage points, 12 percentage points more, I mean, this still would be a lead for Montana State up at 65-38.
Well, and you think about it, too. I mean, Southern Miss averaged 85 points a game, scored 59 on Sunday night. This team is sitting at 38 points. I mean,
they average 83.
Yeah,
and
it's
shoot
just
50%.
It's just all working on both ends here as the Bobcats have come home.
5 to shoot. Miller, skip pass out to the left wing. Ooh, too hot to handle, and into the first row of seats. If you're down on the court sides, you better have your eyes open. Those are the poncho seats. You might be asked to participate.
That's right. You never know. Help the officials by handing it back to them.
That's one thing I can talk about. Now that we have the behind the mic cam, I can prove I can catch the basketball when it comes my way. I put it out there. You can see it. It's the only thing I can critique because it's the only thing I can actually do. Bounce pass underneath. Being told blocked and fouled. B.J. Cawley coming down.
Yeah, Cawley's going to have to learn. At this level, you can't commit to the block before the player leaves his feet. He has a tendency to be really, really early. That might work when you're playing D2, but that ain't going to make an impact here in the Big Sky.
This game is brought to you by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how, workplace safety. You're naked without it more. SafeMT.com. First free throw by Batil is good. He's got one more coming. B.J. Cawley will take a seat. Chika Duka onto the floor. I mean, the size that B.J. Cawley has, 6'10", 235. I mean, surprising to see he was at the Division II level.
Yeah, it's a great find. Tony Dominguez, longtime coach there.
Western Washington.
Yeah, Western Washington, actually high school teammate of mine.
You just know everybody.
Well, that's what happens when you get old.
It's a small business. Both free throws good for Beatol. And then it got knocked free and a jump ball. We'll send it the other way for Abilene Christian.
They called timeout before the jump ball.
Okay. So that means they'll keep the possession arrow, but we will still go to a break. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 11:52 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 65-40. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 11:52 to go in the ball game. Montana State is leading it 65-40 against Abilene Christian. And boy, Brian, I mean, I don't know where do the Bobcats go from here? They got CSUN coming through next, then a couple of tough road trips. Still USC, still TCU. On the schedule, but I mean, if this is what Montana State looks like today, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and I think the thing that they, obviously want to keep improving, and they've got to go show some of these kinds of signs on the road. They did a little bit of that at the latter parts of the DU game and for the majority of the Northwestern game, but this is about a marathon of consistency over a long period of time, and boy, you like what you've seen these last 2 days, but you're going to have to keep it going.
Teal able to finesse some footwork and put it home for his first field goal of the second half. He's got 14 points. Now the other part, too, I mean, a game like this, and really any game this year for Montana State, you've got so many guys you want to get reps, get minutes. People will be fighting to get into the rotation. Miller gives it to Zephyr. Into the right corner for Lekalot. Skip over to Miller, left wing. 8 to shoot. Zephyr penetrating. Hands off underneath on the no-look pass. Garacki can't finish. Naduka the O board. Out to Zephyr. Down to the mid-post, brings it out. Soft pass stolen away. Tanner the other way for Abilene Christian. Up and lays it in with a left hand. That's his first shot attempt that was not from the three-point line. 65-44, Montana State leading, 10:50 to go in the game. Miller out of the left wing, tries the three ball. That's no good. Rebound Abilene Christian. ACU into the front court. Jump pass down to the right baseline. Batil spins off Naduka and lays it home. 16 points for Batil.
8-0 run for ACU here real quick.
That was fast.
Yeah, Bobcats with a few turnovers as well. Doubled up their turnover tally here in the early second half.
Lekalot from the left corner. Throws over to the right wing, into the right corner. This is Garacki. Misses the three. Rebound tipped, and Miller putting all the hustle in he could, but only saves it to the courtside seats. Jay Mullins in, Max Ogbonkpolo in, and we step aside. 10:09 to go in the ballgame. Montana State up 65-46 against Abilene Christian. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats. The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student-athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. 10:09 to go in the second half. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 65-46. Bobcats handling some business today. And, you take a look at some of those teams that are in the WAC. Montana just faced Utah Tech. Utah Tech was picked below Abilene Christian in the preseason poll in the WAC. So that one's kind of close, but really ultimately this team picked 7th, and then there's a couple of teams ahead, teams like Utah Valley, Tarleton State, Seattle U, UT Arlington, and of course Grand Canyon University, top dog in the WAC.
Yeah, and the Grizz snuck that thing out. It's pretty fortunate to get that home win. Bobcats have come out here and just let this WAC foe have it.
Tanner in the left corner. Throws up to the top. Round to the right wing. Here's a drive to the rack and a big-time slam and one. Boy, the seas parted. Keon Williams, a big dunk. Boy, he had a free path to the rim. His first step to the three-point line, you could see him make the decision that rim is mine.
Yeah, he was going all the way, and Brian Garacki got sold out by Ogbonkpolo, who goes for the steal, looking for the breakaway, the easy candy, and got bit because of it and got his teammate on a poster.
Free throw is good.
11-0 run now for Abilene Christian, and they're kind of on the edge of right back in it. They basically evened up the second half scoring, taking a 1-point lead after being down quite a bit.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mullins for three. That's no good. Abilene Christian fighting for the rebound. It got tipped free. Garacki came away with it and lays it up and in. Garacki to double figures. He's got 10. 67-49, Montana State leading, 9 1/4 to go in the second half. Keon Williams in amongst the trees, kicks it out. Smith takes it to the free throw line and buries the jumper. Rich Smith, 6 points. He had 9 yesterday. Montana State moving it around on the perimeter. Zephyr dials up the three, and the lefty drills it. That snaps a little bit of a drought from the three-point line. Bobcats are 14 of 20 from downtown. That's wild.
70%. It's a good showing.
We're going to jump ball there. Chika Naduka was trying to tie it up. No, they're going to call it a foul instead on Chika, his first.
I thought they were going to give him a jump ball.
That's
right
what I thought,
there.
yeah.
The other thing that just jumps off the page is the +9 on the glass.
Yeah.
If you consider that in light of ACU's kind of season total, that's a -21 for them. That is a big factor.
Abilene Christian inbound. They do get it down to the left baseline. Tipped free, and Patterson dives down on the floor to come away with it. From his backside, he pushes it off to Walker, who gives it to Mullins. And a technical on Abilene Christian. Called on their head coach, Brett Tanner. He was riding it the whole way. You're down by 19. It's going to happen sometimes.
He wanted the foul pretty bad. I didn't think there was much contact, quite frankly. I don't know if we'll get a replay here courtside, but at the end of the day, he didn't get it, and he let out a little of the frustration of what this game has looked like for his team on that official, and he wasn't having it.
Jay Mullins knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. That's good. Coach Logie's got his first technical already this year as well, so always good to hang a few tees.
Yeah, every now and then you got to get one, whether it motivates your guys, challenge your guys.
Montana State will inbound. Jay Mullins now up to 11 points. They get into the free throw line a bunch. Cats inbound on their own offensive side. Around to Ogbong Polo, steps it to the elbow, triple teamed, and draws the foul. That goes on Rich Smith.
Can I offer something that drives me crazy?
Yeah,
Why
please.
do officials insist on calling purple blue?
I don't know.
It drives me crazy.
I feel like I heard another official say purple earlier tonight.
Yeah, I did too. But
yeah,
right
okay,
there,
but that was blue. I heard that
it was
blue.
4 blue. You can't do that. We gotta get some color testing going.
Mullins throws out of the double team trap to Patterson. This is your soapbox, Brian, as much as anybody else. So anything else you want a commissioner to hear, you let us know.
Well, so far this year we haven't had to get fired up about replay, but it's coming.
2 seconds to shoot. Walker in deep, lays it home. Boy, got whacked too. Dozen points for Brandon Walker.
Cats answer the 11-0 run by Abilene Christian with a 7-0 run and 2 possessions. That's helpful.
Yeah, partly because of the technical. That's out of bounds, and it'll be Bobcat basketball. 7:52 to go in the ball game. We thought this was going to be tight. Bobcats have controlled all night. It's Montana State 74, Abilene Christian 51. Again, 7 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student-athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. 7:52 to go in the ballgame. Montana State leading it 74-51. Abilene Christian knocking down some shots in the second half. They're shooting 53% since the break, but overall the Bobcats have still pushed their lead out by 6 since halftime.
Yeah, and this good response by the Bobcats, kind of just another little stepping stone and learning moment where you give up 11-0 run, all of a sudden it's down to a 15-point game, and then you answer that bell quite nicely with a 7-0 run of your own.
Bobcats going to work from left to right. Jay Mullins takes it across the timeline. Cats getting a couple of their starters back in there now. Not that that's a really pertinent distinction on this roster this year. Patterson hands off for Brandon Walker. Takes it to the right wing with 8 to shoot, and he carried a turnover by Montana State. For the Bobcats today, that's 9 turnovers.
Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah, a little hesitation up top gives you a pretty big advantage when that defender's trying to move his feet.
Hubbard inbounds, and Abilene Christian goes to work. Hand off over on the right wing for Madden. Into the left corner. Hubbard holding. Chest pass to the top. Hand off for Madden. Working on the left wing. Madden crosses over to the free throw line. Stops in the paint and gets fouled. Ogbong Polo picks up his first.
Wow, that was on Ogbong Polo. I thought that was going to be a Mullins. Interesting.
Abilene Christian will inbound. DeGrew. Hand off down to the left baseline. Teal, bounce pass inside. Alston able to finish. 4 points for Alston off the bench today. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Montana State up 74-53. Jay Mullins out near the half-court line. Double team trap comes. He dribbles around it. Jump pass over to the left wing, then down into the corner for Garacki. Thrown back up to the top for Mullins. Hand off for Walker. 10 to shoot. Walker one-on-one. Spins into the paint. Stops. Jump pass out to Mullins. He's wide open for 3. Ring it up. Jay Mullins, 14 points after the 3 ball.
Boy, and that's kind of mean, honestly. Like when your 5-man takes it off the bounce and gets deep in the paint, draws a double team, and then gets the assist on the kick out 3. That just makes you scratch your head. What do you do with that?
Abilene Christian missed a transition layup, and the Bobcats go back to work offensively. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Bobcats up 77-53. Garacki to the left wing. Step back 3 ball up. No, off the front iron. And Abilene Christian has the rebound. Madden at the top. Jump pass over to Alston. Give it to the top for DeGrew. Hand off over on the right wing. Teal steps through in the lane. Missed it with the left hand. Brandon Walker had the defense. The Bobcats have the rebound. 5:40 to go in the game, up 77-53.
And Walker's starting to flirt with double-double. I don't know if he'll get enough minutes to do it.
As he draws the foul, boy, he had the ball on a string as he got to the rim. Said, clear it all out, I'll take care of this, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard thing to guard. You're in a trapping defense, and then they put their big guy who can bounce it in the middle of the court. He's physical and thick. It's just a tough thing.
Yeah, he got that step on Mateo. That was the difference. Walker's first free throw is no good. Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Next free throw is no good. He missed them both. Walker today 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Madden at the top. Quick trigger 3. No good. Foul. Going for the rebound. And Brandon Walker's the one who picks up his 3rd. That's the 7th team foul on the Bobcats, so Teal will go to the line. Starter last year averaged double figures, shooting almost 60% in his career. 3rd-year junior out of Italy. No good on the free throw. Max Ogbong Polo grabs the rebound. Montana State up 77-53. 5:15 to go in the ballgame. Cats playing a little catch against the 1-3-1 zone. Alley-oop picked off. Brian Garacki on the backdoor cut. Abilene Christian with the interception. That was Alston who snagged it. And then he had some indecision, nearly lost it. Abilene Christian comes away. Madden has his pass knocked free and stolen by Jay Mullins. Mullins head up to Ogbong Polo to the cup, lays it in transition. First bucket for Ogbong Polo in the second half. He's got 14 today.
And if you turn it over on one end, it's a great idea to go get a steal on the other.
That'll
Jay
make Phil
Mullins,
a little easier.
Yeah, helps himself out right there. He still's coming out, but.
Right corner three, no good. Brandon Walker with the rebound. Miller, Zephyr, and Jeremiah Davis will all get some minutes here at the next stoppage. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. Ogbong Polo. Lob over to the left wing. Mullins. Back to Ogbong Polo against the 1-3-1 zone. Into the left corner, and it's knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Montana State and 7 to shoot. So Miller, Davis, Zephyr into the game. Mullins, Garacki, and Patterson hit the bench. 7 seconds to shoot for the Montana State offense on the left sideline. Jeremiah Davis, the honors. Former JUCO All-American, Fullerton College. Miller, 4 to shoot. Gives to Ogbong Polo 3. Sling into the right wing. Jeremiah Davis airballs the 3 too strong. Abilene Christian comes away with a clean rebound. 4 minutes remaining in the game. Rivera throws to the top. Lob into the post. Patil able to finish on the left side. He's got 18 today after he had a team-high 17 yesterday in their win against Southern Miss.
Yeah, I'd say Jed Miller on him is going to be a mismatch of epic proportion.
Bryce Zephyr drills the top side 3. 16 three-point field goal makes today. 16. That's a good week.
Yeah, it is. Making 2 out of every 3. If you can do that consistently, you just don't shoot anything else.
Zephyr knocks it away. Abilene Christian able to recover. It has just been one guy. Nobody's got more than 3 three-point makes. Deep 3, no good. Tanner has it off the rim and out of bounds. Zephyr's got 2. Ogbong Polo's got 3. McMahon has 2. Mullins with 2. Patterson with 3. Garacki with 2. And Lekalot with 2. That is who has helped knock down 16 Wendy's three-pointers for the Bobcat offense today. They are shooting better from beyond the arc than they are from within it. Let's step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:11 to go in the game. Montana State leading Abilene Christian 82-55. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the game. Montana State leads Abilene Christian 82-55. Bobcats have 16 made threes. That's tied 8th most in program history against a Division I opponent. The record is 25 made threes against NAU in 2016. Don't think they're going to quite get there, but a heck of a performance tonight nonetheless.
Yeah, they haven't even shot 25 threes tonight. So
Yeah.
they
That
would
helps
have,
put it in perspective.
they'd have a little more work to do to get to that.
Bobcats playing catch. Abilene Christian still in that zone. Miller on the right wing. Has the dribble, throws over the left wing. Back to Miller, triggers a right wing three. Little short. Ooh, Zephyr had to rebound, but it got tipped out of his hands. Just kind of fumbled it. But, one of the things that has stood out as we've watched the early season rotation, we haven't seen anybody logging big minutes. And as we get to Big Sky play, that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, guys should have good legs. And tonight you got a couple guys in the high 20s. Everybody else 20 or less. Just the balance of this team. And like you said right before the break, all these guys with made threes. You got 7 different guys that have made at least 2 threes tonight. Pretty good recipe. I like what we see.
Jeremiah Davis picks up a foul that'll send Keon Williams to the stripe. Bobcat basketball was presented in part by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app, order free food, order from anywhere, and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Yeah, it's just hard to overstate how valuable that kind of depth is going to be once you get to conference play. I mean, it's just such a grueling travel schedule through the Big Sky.
Yep. Yeah, you're not going to be sitting around, saying, hey, this one guy's got to have this kind of a game. I mean, it's going to be different guys every night. You got another night with 4 guys in double figures, and Zephyr and Patterson are on the verge themselves. I mean, the balance just keeps coming at you.
Second free throw is no good. It goes out of bounds off Abilene Christian, so it's Bobcat basketball. I mean, you got 3 point guards you can feel good about now. Multiple guys who can rebound the basketball. Multiple three-point shooters. And a travel. Bryce Zephyr took an extra step as he was kind of bobbling the basketball.
Yeah, you just have balance everywhere. I mean, a guy like Chika Naduka, has moved more into kind of a 10th, 11th guy. And it's a guy who started some games a year ago. He was very key in the rotation for the vast majority of the season. And that's no slight on him.
No.
It's just
in fact, he's gotten better.
Yeah, I just
from
think
last year to this year.
Yeah,
when you watch him in practice,
the tide has risen, and there's just more good players in the program, and it just makes you better all around.
Rivera tries the left wing three and drains it. Daniel Rivera's third 3 of the season. 82-59. Bobcats in front. 1:45 to go in the game. Yeah, 14 points from Ogbong Polo, 7 rebounds. 14 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists for Jay Mullins. This is sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Callum Rutherford getting ready to check in. Jeremiah Davis tries the left corner 3, and he reigns it home. And a timeout called by Montana State for the substitution. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. So good to see Callum Rutherford getting in there. Good kid, sophomore from California. He's traveling now, too, with the team.
Yeah, 17 for 26 from 3. Oh, that's travel.
Doesn't matter. Bobcats take it away anyway with 1:20 to go. Miller throws it over to Zephyr on the left wing. Bounce pass into the right corner. Jeremiah Davis. Now underneath. Layup. No, but a foul is called. It went out of bounds, rather. Staying here with Montana State.
Yeah, that was such a good pass by Jeremiah Davis. I don't think Rutherford was even thinking it was coming his way. It kind of caught him off guard.
Inbound up to the top. 6 to shoot. Zephyr down to the baseline. Skip into the right corner. Oh, through the hands of Sam Leck-a-lot. That does happen.
It's just a lack of concentration there. Up 26.
57 seconds to go. Bobcats up 85-59. This is a comfortable, impressive win for Montana State today. It's a good Abilene Christian team. They're going to beat some squads over the course of the year. Here's a 3 the other way. No, out of bounds over the backboard. Bobcat basketball. We got our Slurpee delivery for the day. Always good to grab.
Makes it easy.
Helps when you know somebody. Bobcats have the ball from left to right. Zephyr playing catch-up at the top with Jed Miller. They're looking for Rutherford. He's still looking for his first career points. Always a special moment for a young man like that.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get him a touch.
A little off the mark to Jeremiah Davis and out of bounds. And Abilene Christian could hold for the last possession, last shot here if they want.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to want to break 60. There's no shame in wanting to make that final number look a little bit better for yourself.
Man, what a impressive performance by the Bobcat defense as Rutherford knocks it free. So this is Abilene Christian about, 25 points almost under their per-game average.
Yeah, you're going to do back-to-back teams that are over 80 if they don't give up a shot here.
Lekelot with a block in the corner. He throws ahead to Jeremiah Davis. And the coaching staff tells him to taper off. Wisely, good sportsmanship there. A lot of no. Hard for a kid who just got into the game. Good job, good sportsmanship by Jeremiah Davis. Bobcats blow it out, 85-59 against Abilene Christian to go to 3-4 on the year. Abilene falls to 4-3, and Montana State will have Cal State Northridge next on Saturday. Another great mid-major test to wrap up their Thanksgiving week. All right, we'll step aside. A lot to get to, of course. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie, but first we step away. Montana State wins at 85-59. They shoot the lights out from 3 to beat Abilene Christian. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Hi, I'm Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. As a family-owned and operated community bank, we are focused only on serving the people, businesses, and communities of Montana. And now we are proud to be named one of the world's best banks by Forbes. We thank our customers for the trust you have put in us to meet your financial needs. If you don't know us, stop by and discover the difference at Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by DoorTech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Absolutely complete and dominant victory for Montana State against Abilene Christian today, winning 85-59. The Bobcats were plus 10 on the glass. They knocked down 17 three-point makes. That's makes, not shots. 17 makes, and they were pretty even on both sides. They shoot 58% today. And Bobcats really handle business, and that wasn't even talking about their defense, which we'll certainly ask Coach Logie about. But first, we will take a break on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Montana State wins it 85-59. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com. From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years, making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Back on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show, Montana State wins it 85-59 against Abilene Christian. At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. The Bobcats shoot the lights out tonight, 58% from the field. They hold Abilene Christian to just 59 points today, which is over 20 points less than what their per-game average is. So we'll be talking about all of that and more with head coach Matt Logie in just a bit. But first, we step aside from the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Bobcats win at 85-59 against Abilene Christian. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Back at the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana State winning it today, 85-59 against Abilene Christian. I'm Keaton Gillogly along with Brian Priebe. And we're now joined by head coach Matt Logie. Coach, congratulations on the win. I mean, kind of feel like we could talk a lot about a lot of different things in this one today. I want to start on the defense, though. I mean, you've now, in back-to-back games, held their opponent 20 points under their per-game average. What are you seeing from your defense right now?
I thought our guys were really dialed into the scout and the game plan. These last two opponents are teams that really get out in transition. We talked about having our offense help our defense so that we could get set, and that comes from getting good shots and taking good care of the basketball. We did that for the most part tonight, and then just being in the gaps and making them see bodies and see chests. We take great pride in defending the three-point line, but when you play teams like that are trying to punish the paint, you've got to adjust your stripes. And I thought, for 5 or 6 months we've been guarding ourselves a lot and putting a lot of emphasis on three-point line. And our guys did a really good job this week of adjusting to the needs of these opponents.
Well, it's like the defense was amazing, but then we can talk about the offense. 20 assists on 29 makes and 65% from the three. It felt like the team was due for a breakout shooting game. Yeah. Clearly came tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all the time about the percentages come out in the wash over the course of time. I don't even look at stats in the first 3, 4, 5 games because the sample size is too small. What comes out in the wash is the work that they put in the offseason, and we believe in all these guys. We know we have a very, very good shooting team. The thing I was most pleased about was our recognition of where their help was coming from and our ability to find those open shooters and play together.
And then the third phase is on the glass. And this was a team, they were terrifying on the glass, plus 12 on the season. They've dominated everybody on the glass. They come in here tonight, and the Bobcats win that battle by 10.
Yeah, that was a huge step for us. Our goal, the last few games has been, 8 or fewer offensive rebounds, and we held them to 7 tonight. And, if we can do that, that just cues so much of our transition game, our ability to get out and run. Offensive rebounds are momentum builders for the offense, too. So, a great step for us.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll talk again on Saturday.
Sounds good. Go Cats.
All right, that's head coach Matt Logie. Before we go to break, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450, KMMS, and K236CY Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
All right, we step aside of the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Montana State wins it today 85-59 over Abilene Christian. Back on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Back on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Montana State wins it today 85-59 against Abilene Christian. Bobcats are 3-4 overall with CSUN coming through town on Saturday. The next game is at 1 p.m. All right, up next, let's get to our First Security Bank highlights of the game. We can take a listen to those right now. MSU from right to left. Patterson dials up the transition three. Book it. Bobcats hustle on the glass and convert on the right wing three from Tyler Patterson. Handoff for Bryce Zephyr on the right wing. He curls down in the lane, throws out to the left corner. Lecolot lets it go and drills the left corner three. Pair of threes for Sam Lecolot today. Zephyr drives the baseline. Skip out to Ogbong Polo. And he drills the three. Well, they're not cooling off from downtown yet. Max Ogbong Polo with his second Wendy's three-pointer of the evening. Miller gives it to Garacki at the top. He dials up a top side three and rings it home. High arcing three by Brian Garacki, and a timeout called by Montana State. Takes it over to the right wing, comes back left around the screen, down to Duduka, kick out Ogbong Polo. His right wing three is good. From Mullins to Duduka to Ogbong Polo, third three of the day for Max. Skip pass to Patterson. Drives down to the right baseline, throws out to the top. Here's a three, and Pat McMahon drills it. Bobcats staying hot from deep. That is their 10th three-pointer of the day. Sponsored by Wendy's. McMahon backing it down into the paint, kicks it out. Patterson, catch and shoot three. Yes! Pat McMahon with the assist. Tyler Patterson having one of those nights. He's got 9 on 3 Wendy's three-pointers. Back into the left corner, Ogbong Polo. Driving a kick. Out to the right corner, Garacki drills the three. Brian Garacki now with 8 points. That hits his second Wendy's three-pointer. Montana State moving it around on the perimeter. Zephyr dials up the three. The lefty drills it. That snaps a little bit of a drought from the three-point line. Bobcats are 14 of 20 from downtown. That's wild. Bobcats would finish 17 of 26 from the three-point line, sponsored by Wendy's. All right, one final break. When we come back, we'll look ahead and wrap it up as the Bobcats win at 85-59 against Abilene Christian. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food.
At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back one final time with the Ribbon Chop House postgame show as Montana State wins it 85-59 against Abilene Christian. All right, Brian, a couple of key pieces of business to get to before we wrap this thing up. Let's get to our McDonald's delivery of the game presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. What do you got?
Brandon Walker, 3 assists, all for threes, plus 9 points. Pretty impressive for the big fella.
I like to see it. So Brandon Walker today, the McDonald's delivery of the game, the 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists on 5 of 9 shooting. Intermountain Health player of the game. What do you got?
Man, who do you even go? I'm going to go with 7 different guys because they all hit 2 or more threes. McMahon, Mullins, Abangpolo, Patterson, Zephyr, Garaki, and Lekalot.
Love it. And Jeremiah Davis snuck one in there as well. So he's the
the
only one who didn't hit have multiple 3-point makes when he hit one. So
he did.
Pretty good stuff for Montana State today. 14 points for Mullins, 14 for Ogbonpolo, 10 for Garaki, 12 for Walker, 7 for McMahon, 8 for Zephyr, 3 for Davis, 2 for Cauley, 6 for Lekalot today. The Bobcats plus 10 on the glass. All right, looking ahead, up next for Montana State is CSUN, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. Will be on the air 12:30 for the 1 o'clock game on Saturday. CSUN right now is 5-1 with their lone loss to St. Bonaventure. They beat Sac State by 10. They beat Denver by 29. Yeah, they beat Denver by 29. They handled them over in Missoula, and they've got Montana tomorrow night, so that's what's coming up next.
Yeah, sounds great.
Going to be a good one. All right, that'll wrap it all up. Appreciate the time from head coach Matt Logie, both before and after the ball game today. Thanks to Jesse Ropolato as our producer. For my broadcast partner, Brian Priebe, this is Keaton Gillogly saying so long from the Brick. Pleasure to be with you today, and looking forward to talking to you again. Coming up on Saturday for the 1 o'clock tip, we'll be on the air at 12:30. Women's basketball tomorrow, 3:30. against East Carolina. Daniel Sally have the call from Vegas. Then they play UCF on Friday at 1 p.m., so he'll be on the air at 12:45, so you can catch all the action from Coach Binford and women's hoops this week as well. All right, final score for final time today. Montana State defeats Abilene Christian 85-59. This has been Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat